Hello, my name is Natalia Andronachi. I come from the Republic of Moldova and I work in Romania as a cultural manager, and my background is in philology and translation and interpreting. Well, I think that we need to practice dialogue, and at first it's not perfect and we make mistakes and we misinterpret people and intentions, but if we trust ourselves first and we practice different we keep practicing basically and want to become better also at dialogue, because it's not automatical. So I think that also with translation is the same way. As a translator, you learn first the language and then you start to talk. So it's a process of input before we are able to communicate our intentions and wishes to the others. So we need to learn about us first in order to be good, better communicators. Well, for me, I think the main challenges lie in the skill building and network building, and we don't have in Romania and in Moldova this practice for a long time to be able to be open towards our neighboring countries, to be curious about them. We come from a history of let us say misstrauen in German, of lack of confidence in each other's intentions, so we tend to be very skeptical for a too long time sometimes. So I think that in the challenge, basically, I think for me lies also in the solution, because if you understand that you need to know yourself, to know the other, and to start a dialogue, then you can. I mean, we have this intention of helping each, and I think that in these programs of intercultural communication, management, dialogue building, networking building, we also are curious about the world. We want to experience new things. We want to live interesting events. And this curiosity pushes us. So it's a combination. If it's not challenging, then sometimes it's also not interesting. It's not worth doing the work. As far as you can overcome certain challenges, then you are also more satisfied with the effort you put in and the risks you took. Well, I am very grateful to our curator, Mahir Namur, who selected for our participants very interesting and inspiring projects, initiatives in Istanbul and in Türkiye in general to illustrate the concept of resilience and authenticity. So I was very inspired by the program, and I also think that resilience is a skill, and it helps us also bring out our authenticity. So they are very intricately interrelated. And so what I say now at the end of the week is that I think, and from the discussions we had, the workshops we had, where we worked with our ideas and our visions, missions, and try to become together more aware of our strengths and our connections, so that they give us this power to understand where we have influence, and this also makes things resilient. So I can definitely say that it was a very inspiring program for me too, to prepare it, to be part of it, and also now to reflect about the things that we experienced together, and to continue the network that was created, to connect it with other networks that were developed during other academies, that were coordinated either by my colleagues or by myself. Well, I think that the best advice is to go where you are having fun, where you're interested in the events, in the people, in the places. To become inspired, you need to travel through landscapes, but also through ideas and stories. And if some things don't function at first, it's easy to say be patient. I am not a patient person, for example. I cannot give that advice. I would say experiment, explore, allow yourself to make mistakes, be misunderstood sometimes, and of course, be curious, because it's a continuous process. Well, what I would like to add, and it refers to the countries participating in the project, I think we also need to underline this idea, is that we need to, and we want to, it's more like we want to see what our neighbors are doing. So for example, I am from Moldova, I lived in Romania for half of my life, and Türkiye, which is a very close country, it was never on my radar of curiosities for history and culture, and this changed, and it changed also thanks to this program, and I want to get to know better countries as Armenia, Georgia, Azerbaijan, because I think we need to value this heritage that we have in this region. These countries are so unknown to us and to each other. We always focus on a very distant objective, to travel, to learn, but we have so much to learn from each other, and it was such a great inspiration to learn about Turkey, about the art scene here, about the culture. So this is a great experience for me, and it made me richer. I was looking for that word. I feel more anchored in the world, because now I can also say that I want to come again, and I want to keep this contact and learn from these people. So I don't need to look for best practices only towards the West, Western Europe, where we cannot take just so easily these models and apply them to there, because we think a bit differently, and not just a bit. So the models that work, let's say in Türkiye, in Georgia, are also more inspiring, and we can get different information and connections and inspiration from those. So I think that would be all.